Shogun Showdown is roguelike adventure. Players participate in strategic turn-based combat, attempting to place themselves advantageously on the battlefield and build up power with each round. Enhance attack tiles and form devastating combinations to outwit. Death is a stepping stone on your journey to mastery, and each failure teaches you crucial lessons. Immerse yourself in a unique Japanese-inspired environment with gorgeous pixel art images and an appealing music. Explore gorgeous landscapes, historic temples, and busy communities, all full with surprises. Tinykin is a joyful platformer built around smart exploration and constant forward motion. Each room is packed with playful puzzles, clever shortcuts, and tiny helpers that change how paths are solved. Movement stays light and responsive, encouraging curiosity without pressure. The colorful world keeps momentum high, with steady rewards that respect time and skill, making every discovery satisfying and fun. Level design stays smart, with clear goals, smart use of scale, and puzzles that reward attention rather than speed. Progress always stays rewarding. Dicey Dungeons is a smart, engaging roguelike in which dice rolls yield strategic money. Each character plays wildly differently, making each run unique and entertaining. The combination of luck and strategy is wonderfully calibrated, making victory seem earned while setbacks serve as a valuable lesson. Its vibrant visual design and peppy soundtrack create a unique, appealing atmosphere that's difficult to ignore. Whether you play for a few minutes or hours, the addicting gameplay loop will have you going back for just one more roll. Darksiders Genesis sets a strong tone with fast combat, smartly arranged arenas, and a steady sense of momentum in every encounter. Switching between war and strife keeps battles varied, while co-op elements add rewarding layers to each mission. The stylized world carries a bold, rugged identity that fits the series' spirit, and the upgrade paths feel purposeful without becoming overwhelming. Consistent pacing, engaging combat loops, and a confident sense of scale help this entry stand out as a distinctly memorable adventure.
Chosen vessel.
Afterimage is a richly drawn action RPG with a vast hand-painted world and sharp combat pacing. Exploration stays rewarding thanks to layered maps, smart shortcuts, and constant discoveries. Combat rewards patience and skill, with varied enemies and bosses that push learning and timing. The story keeps a quiet mystery tone, supported by expressive art and strong music. Progression systems stay deep without confusion, encouraging curiosity and mastery. Movement remains responsive, and difficulty scaling respects time while keeping tension high. The Oregon Trail on Switch is a thoughtful reimagining of a classic journey, balancing nostalgia with fresh updates. The survival elements remain engaging, with choices around resources, health, and pace adding weight to each decision. The updated visuals and music create a warm atmosphere, while new characters and storylines provide variety across playthroughs. Educational touches mix seamlessly with the adventure, making the trek both entertaining and meaningful. It feels like a timeless adventure reborn for modern players. Wild Bastards is a stylish roguelike shooter with a distinct mix of first-person gunplay and tactical decision-making. Its comic book art direction pops with personality, while the cast of outlaw misfits keeps each encounter fresh. Strategic planning on the star map blends seamlessly with frantic firefights, creating a satisfying loop of risk and reward. The varied enemy types and evolving character upgrades encourage experimentation, making each run feel unique. This is a sharp and memorable ride through a chaotic space western. Until Then is a touching and immersive narrative adventure that masterfully captures the quiet struggles of teenage life. With its heartfelt writing, relatable characters, and emotionally resonant choices, every moment feels meaningful. The hand-drawn art style brings warmth to each scene, while the soundtrack gently enhances the mood without overwhelming it. Subtle puzzles and clever storytelling intertwine to create an experience that lingers long after the credits roll. A sincere, emotional journey that feels both grounded and quietly powerful in its delivery. Darksiders Warmastered Edition brings raw, apocalyptic action with satisfying combat and a bold, comic book art style that truly stands out. The world feels vast and alive, with puzzle-filled dungeons and enemy encounters that keep the pacing strong. War, the protagonist, moves with weight and purpose, making every strike impactful. The story, inspired by biblical themes, adds depth without overwhelming gameplay. For fans of action-adventure games, this is a solid, engaging title that stays memorable long after the final boss falls. Shogun King. The final Checkmate is a brilliantly clever twist on classic chess, turning strategy into chaotic fun. Playing as the king armed with a shotgun, every move feels tense and thrilling, with roguelike elements keeping each run fresh and unpredictable. The pixel art is charming, and the sound design adds just the right punch to each blast. It's easy to learn but challenging to master, rewarding creative thinking and bold tactics. A truly unique indie gem that keeps pulling you back for just one more round. Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning shines with its rich lore, vibrant world, and fast-paced combat. The action RPG mechanics feel smooth, and the variety in weapons and abilities keeps battles engaging. Quest lines are plentiful and well-written, with a deep sense of fantasy woven into every region. Visuals may show their age, but the art direction carries a distinct personality, a great choice for fans of expansive worlds, thrilling battles, and customizable playstyles that reward exploration and imagination. Battle Chasers Nightwar features classic turn-based combat paired with deep dungeon crawling and smart progression. Battles reward planning, timing, and skill choices, making every fight satisfying. The comic-inspired art style adds strong personality, while the story keeps momentum through varied locations and memorable characters. Loot, crafting, and upgrades stay engaging for hours, creating a rewarding fantasy adventure that respects strategy lovers. Enemy variety and boss mechanics push play, and the soundtrack supports the mood. Echo Generation is a nostalgic adventure with heart. Its pixel art carries a cozy, retro vibe, while turn-based battles stay engaging through creative enemy designs and clever timing mechanics. The story leans into small-town mystery, childhood friendship, and quiet humor, making each chapter enjoyable to follow. Exploration rewards curiosity, music sets a warm tone, and progression stays satisfying. A lovely throwback that respects classic RPG roots while keeping things fresh, memorable, and easy to recommend. It leaves a warm smile long after play.
Mighty Switch Force Collect!
Mighty Switch Force Collection packs 4 puzzle platformers into one solid bundle, filled with clever mechanics and vibrant pixel art. Switching blocks mid-jump feels crisp and rewarding, especially as stages grow trickier. The music pumps energy into every level, and the bite-sized missions are perfect for quick sessions. Patricia Wagon's missions remain engaging, mixing reflex and strategy. This set brings back that classic arcade spirit with a modern spark. It's easy to replay, hard to put down, and manages to keep things fresh with each game. Darksiders III is a thrilling action-adventure game that keeps players fully engaged with fast-paced combat and a wide range of enemies. The world is expansive and filled with hidden secrets, encouraging exploration and strategic thinking. Combat feels impactful, with each weapon and ability bringing variety and depth. Puzzle-solving sections are well-designed, providing a satisfying change of pace. The story is compelling, with memorable characters and clear motivations, making progression through the game consistently rewarding and enjoyable. Dodo is a fun arcade throwback that wonderfully captures the essence of 80s platformers. With its crisp controls, bright pixel visuals, and catchy chiptune soundtrack, it seems like a forgotten masterpiece from the golden era of gaming. The fast-paced action and challenging opponent patterns make each stage entertaining while rewarding skill and precision. It's simple to understand yet difficult to master, making each run addictive. Whether you're looking for high scores or simply enjoying the nostalgic ambiance, this game is a must-have for supporters of classic arcade action.
The ashes of the era.
Beneath Oresa impresses with its striking comic book art style and fluid tactical combat. The blend of deck building and strategic positioning adds a refreshing twist to roguelike mechanics. Each run feels rewarding, with meaningful choices and engaging synergies between heroes and cards. The animations are smooth, and the enemy designs stand out with unique flair. Exploration feels tense yet satisfying, maintaining momentum throughout. It presents a polished, challenging experience that keeps players coming back. A must-play for fans of stylish, strategy-driven action.
Ultimately,
Dawn of the Monsters is a thrilling beat-em-up that puts players in control of colossal kaiju battling it out in dynamic urban environments. The combat feels satisfying with a variety of powerful moves and combos to master. The visuals are bold and colorful, perfectly matching the monster mayhem on screen. The soundtrack complements the intensity, enhancing each clash. The game's co-op mode adds extra fun, making battles even more intense and engaging. It's a great pick for those craving monster action-packed moments. The recreation of the original Ufouria game provides an immersive journey through a fanciful universe created with love. The game has exquisite handcrafted felt work, a retro pixelated aesthetic, and iron bead artwork. Players can discover the parallels and differences between the two versions. The game features many courses, with stages changing randomly upon entering, creating a new challenge. New characters join the crew, providing access to previously unknown places. The Bumyon, an unpleasant creature, is introduced, but Hebe and his crew can defeat it with their papoons, which have transformed into a potent cleaning agent. Cozy Grove is a heartwarming life sim that blends gentle exploration with meaningful storytelling. The hand-drawn art style is charming, and the daily progression encourages a relaxing pace that feels genuinely rewarding. Characters, especially the ghost, are surprisingly deep, offering thoughtful dialogue and touching quests. Music and atmosphere are soothing, perfect for unwinding. It's a game that respects time, offering small, delightful moments rather than rushing progress. A wonderful blend of comfort and purpose. Andro Dunos II takes players on an epic side-scrolling voyage through space, allowing them to engage in violent fights and destroy opposing vessels with numerous weaponry. Players may improve their ship's powers by collecting power-ups from destroyed enemies. The game has spectacular visuals and visual effects, hard boss battles, and several difficulty levels to fit all skill levels. Online leaderboards allow players to compete for top scores and bragging rights. Hidden mysteries and Easter eggs are sprinkled throughout the game to encourage exploration and curiosity. Moonberry, a town with traditional healing methods, is forced to seek help from the medical association when the mayor's daughter falls ill. The chemist is sent to treat the sick and demonstrate the benefits of modern alchemy to the people of Moonberry. You must care for 30 residents, identify symptoms, collect ingredients, and combat dangerous creatures in real time. You must also prepare remedies in your cauldron, combining the ingredients you gather to create a unique potion or balm. The game requires you to earn the trust of the residents and provide care for each individual.
It's the coal. She sees.
Howl is a turn-based tactical folktale set in medieval times when a malevolent howling plague has transformed the countryside into wild creatures. As a deaf heroine, you must prepare up to 6 steps ahead of time to outmaneuver wolfish enemies with varying powers. You can employ several abilities, including Vault, Smoke Bomb, and Piercing Shot. You may improve your talents, gain additional action slots, and undo round points. The game has a distinct, live ink visual style, 60 levels spread across 4 chapters, and a global map to help you plan your trip. Weightless physics and gentle charm define Space Otter Charlie, a puzzle platformer set in a zero-gravity cosmos. A resourceful otter leads a search for a new home, drifting through derelict stations with momentum-driven grace. Movement feels fluid and tactile, rewarding careful jetpack bursts, wall bounces, and clever environmental use. New suits, gear upgrades, and hidden collectibles add depth, while hand-drawn art and whimsical music support a polished, heartwarming adventure. Boss fights and repeat runs add extra pull.
Just 3 heroes looking for a new place to call.
Sally, we know you're here.
Childhood guilt and quiet dread define GYLT, an atmospheric third-person adventure set within a surreal, fog-drenched amusement park. A young girl searches a twisted version of her hometown for a missing cousin, navigating a nightmare shaped by unresolved regret. Stealth and careful observation guide the pacing, rewarding patience, awareness, and clever use of limited resources to avoid grotesque threats. Collectibles, hidden memories, and multiple endings reward exploration, while tense creature encounters demand quick thinking and steady nerve. Vinyl culture and musical passion collide in the warm atmosphere of Wax Heads. Players manage an independent record store, curating collections and serving eccentric customers while building a community reputation. The management loop balances inventory decisions with steady discovery of rare records. Customer personalities and preferences deepen the shop's evolving story. Unlockable stock and expanding clientele reward long-term dedication. Nostalgic hand-drawn visuals and an eclectic soundtrack complement its music-obsessed world. A lovingly crafted simulation for music enthusiasts. Freshly Frosted serves up a delightful blend of charm and challenge, mixing pastel aesthetics with clever conveyor belt puzzles. Each level feels like a satisfying step deeper into a donut-making dream, with relaxing music and whimsical narration that sweeten the experience. The gameplay gradually increases in complexity, but never becomes overwhelming, making it perfect for short bursts or longer sessions. With intuitive mechanics and a cozy vibe, this puzzler treats the brain without ever feeling too sticky. A wonderfully glazed experience from start to finish. Roundguard is a fun mix of pinball and dungeon crawling that works better than you'd expect. Each run feels fresh thanks to random rooms, quirky enemies, and loot that can really change how you play. The bouncing mechanic is simple to pick up, but has enough strategy to keep things interesting, especially when deciding on shots that balance risk and reward. The humor is lighthearted, the pace is snappy, and it never overstays its welcome. It's the kind of game that's easy to jump into for a quick session, yet tempting to keep playing longer. Ninja Issen, the Scroll of Dimensions, slashes through with retro precision, evoking the spirit of classic 16-bit action games. Striking pixel art, crisp controls, and a pulsing synth soundtrack make each stage feel nostalgic yet fresh. The dimension-hopping mechanic keeps gameplay inventive, while boss fights demand sharp reflexes. Every level flows with intent, encouraging mastery without frustration. It's a fast-paced, stylish tribute to old-school ninja titles, executed with care and reverence for the genre's golden era. Nightmare the Lunatic is a thrilling descent into madness that keeps the pulse racing. Twisted visuals, eerie sound design, and relentless pacing create constant tension. Each area pushes curiosity and courage, rewarding focus and nerve. Combat is punchy, puzzles stay engaging, and the dark tone never lets up. It's the kind of horror adventure that pulls players deeper with every step, leaving a lasting rush long after the credits roll. Enemy patterns encourage learning, upgrades tempt experimentation, and victories feel earned through patience and nerve.